It just didn't seem like,
Where the hell? Oh, I see where it was. Yeah, so it was hidden behind an awkward corner camera angle situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll go get another healing item.
Then it means we have to go through the whole cutscene again. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
and the boss fight, but, like, oh well. He actually was surprisingly weak. Maybe.
Unless you got a really lucky shot aiming up at his heart. Because we didn't really see what he did. He was so tall.
Yeah, it was kind of odd. There wasn't really good feedback on hitting him.
Oh, do you have the capsule on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never put it away.
Alright. Is it still filled?
Yeah. So after we figure out what the Mo discs do, then I'm gonna just gear up and presumably fight everything.
Well, I thought that the mode discs... I thought that they were supposed to unlock that door so that you could get to the helipad. Like, that's your escape route.
No, our escape route is to go back the way we came. There was the one door that didn't open.
But isn't that the one that's locked with the 3 green locks? I think that's the one that needs the helipad. Well, I think that's what allows you to get to the helipad.
I don't think so. Because imagine if you had triggered this self-destruct sequence and hadn't done any of the Mo discs. Like, one of the Mo discs was straight up hidden behind a puzzle. So whatever this is, it is not required for completion. It's bonus. Because, you know the...
So you want to get in there.
Yeah. Like, you know the yellow gem that we got?
Yeah.
That was entirely just like a bonus room that has never been forced upon you until now. Imagine if you had to go back into the mansion, grab the yellow gem. I don't even remember where you get the purple gem either.
It was, well, the red gem and the yellow gem were from that one room with the purple eagle.
Oh, right. So
the
yeah,
blue gem was in the statue.
You only needed the yellow gem, but like if you hadn't gotten it, like it was totally optional.
Oh no, the red gem we used in the jewelry box.
Yeah. So really, the only gem that mattered was the yellow one, but you didn't.
No, the red one.
The yellow one for the tiger.
Yes, but the red one was
the red one was
necessary
progress.
for
No, I'm just talking about the yellow one right now.
Okay.
But like the yellow one was optional. We didn't need it for progress up until now. And so if you hadn't been paying attention or going completionism, then you straight up might not have found it. And it would be really odd if it was just like, hey, by the way, go back into the mansion, solve this puzzle, go back down into the self-destructing lab. Just to get a thing? I'm shocked. I was expecting more zombies to show up after that. Alright.
So what's in here?
Bonus room? Better gun? I know there's a minigun in 2. That'd be kind of fun. Nope.
What?
Surprise! That's creepy dark tunnel. Oh. It's a cell. It's Chris.
Is it? Let's look. Wait, it is Chris. Yeah, we couldn't have left
Jill?
without him.
Chris, you're alive!
Of course I'm alive. Jill, there's something big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here. Ugh, it won't open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay, no sightseeing, though.
So, how will you get him out? With Barry's help? With...
The self-destruct in the background, it said that...
Oh, it would unlock all the doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we would have been able to do that. While it was self-destructing.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Doesn't seem right. Well, time to go get the biggest guns. So, incendiary grenade launcher, Magnum, Derringer. Maybe healing items. Healing items are for chump people.
Yeah, you definitely needed them
Yeah.
facing the Tyrant.
I know people like to make fun of Chris Redfield's, like, ultra jacked appearance, but, like...
Compared to this one.
Yeah, he looks like a bad version of what's-his-face, Holden. From The Expanse.
Oh, you're right. I think that they did tone down it a little bit for the more muscular model. But you're right, it would have been nice if they changed the model of the alternate character depending on what you chose for yours.
Yeah. Or if, like, you could just kind of choose at the beginning. Because I tried that.
Because you have more modern Jill. Because the other Jill, she was wearing a beret and weird shoulder armor, and I don't know what that outfit was. Because this, she's wearing a cap and a tactical jacket.
Yeah. This looks a lot more like Special Forces. Police. The other one looked like... military? But, like, awkward?
Maybe military back in the 1960s.
Oh, god damn it.
What happened?
I have to go all the way into the self-destruct room to turn the power on. Waste of time. Do we want to save? Yeah, we'll save after getting the power. Just because. Cook me.
Oh, you're getting a do-si-do.
That bagel was insufficient for the level of hunger I am currently feeling. I should have done chili. Chili is love. Chili is life.
And you would have gotten... Oh, yeah, you would have gotten some protein and some vegetables in there. If you think about it, things like bread and bagels are a lot of air. Air and sugars and carbs. I mean, at least the raisin ones have some fruit in them. Glad that Barry had his change of heart.
Yeah. So I guess I can talk about it now that we've seen that cutscene. I'm sure there will be more. He's actually the protagonist of Resident Evil Revelations, I believe.
He was?
He will be by this chronology. Because this is 1998. Revelations is like 2011?
Oh, okay.
And it stars Barry looking for his daughter.
Oh, okay. I wonder what would have happened if you didn't trust him.
He would have died.
Oh, in the battle against the lady with the shackles?
Yep. Yep, more or less this is... He's like a meal from Banner Saga where you're just kind of trying to keep him alive.
But then who would have saved you from Wesker? Unless Wesker releases Tyrant to sick it on you. And then it ends up bapping him to the side.
Revelation 2 protagonist, not 1. Okay. I'm not really sure if I like games that have, like, weird side names.
You mean side games?
Yeah, kind of. Because
I don't know. Sometimes they want to explore games from a different character's perspective. It's kind of like how they had that Vincent Valentine game. For Final Fantasy.
True. I guess that kind of makes sense. It's just for Resident Evil, I'm having trouble following what the heck
some of the chronology is at times.
Yeah, like I was just reading wiki pages this morning and I was just like, okay, so which game is this? Where did this character show up? Who the hell is this guy?
Jill,
Barry,
I could have at least waited up for you, you know?
let's go.
Commander.
What?
Get off your phone.
It's cutscene that we've seen before.
But we're in the middle of a game.
And it's cutscene that we've seen before. Supposedly there's an item in that room, but my inventory is so full it doesn't even matter. Feel kind of bad I've never played a Resident Evil game. Nope. Shall give it back.
It is going away.
Give it back.
So that we can play the rest of this
Wesker!
game in peace.
Thank you, Barry.
Well, what do you know?
Don't look at it.
Oh, don't blame
I was
Barry
just
for
making
everything.
sure no one was yelling at me.
I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry.
You gotta love Barry. He must really be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family. You bastard. Oh!
Umbrella? Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests. Though both you and Barry seem to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
I guess it's time for show and tell.
Wesker probably has some of the best voice acting in this game.
Ish?
Compared to many of the other characters?
True.
I mean, at the moment, Jill, what are you planning?
Mm-hmm.
No, it should be like, what are you planning? You do what I'm getting at? Like, I just... A lot of her notes end on a low. Especially when she's supposed to be angry or exasperated.
Magnificent.
For the sake of this thing.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
Barry!
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit! Damn it!
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
You want a piece of me?
Oh, I can skip this. Hey!
Are you using the Magnum?
Yup.
Why did you go in the corner rather than the special side area? Or that was it.
Hey!
Barry! Barry! You're okay.
Jill, sorry.
Can I skip
I was
these?
careless.
Sure, yeah, you can.
Okay.
Wait, people are saying that this is new voice acting?
Yeah, they redid the voice acting for the... Was it the GameCube version, or...
For the GameCube version, it must have been. Wait, so there's even older voice acting?
Yeah, for
that
the
they-
PS1 version.
Oh. Were they using the voice actors that are consistent with the other games? Because Wesker does sound the same.
Yeah, I think...
I don't know about Chris and Jill, though.
Yeah, I
Chris,
don't know.
for some reason, doesn't sound like
Well, this
the
is the
Chris in the other
GameCube
games.
version. So this would have been before...
Resident Evil 5,
Yeah.
which would have had new Chris.
Wesker must have set it off. Let's hurry.
Use 6 shots to take down Tyrant.
With the Magnum?
Mm-hmm.
What will this mean for his family, though?
Barry's family?
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember how Wesker said he had to use some carrots and sticks?
Mm-hmm.
To get Barry to do his bidding?
Well, I know that they were going to potentially use them.
Wesker was lying.
Mm-hmm.
Wesker made up.
Whoa! That was awesome. Are you gonna get Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get Chris. It's just awkward.
All right. I mean, he probably could have let himself out, unless the door has to be accessed from the outside.
You have to go get him for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's only a handle on one side.
Lock is released. It's showing it like it's another entry. Oh, there we go. Sorry about the wait.
Jill,
Sorry about the wait.
so everything's taken care of?
Well, almost. Now let's get the hell out of here.
The commitment to the dumb doors. Well, we got an ally now. I almost kind of wish, yeah, you had been able to recruit and, like, rescue some of the other STARS members over the course of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would have been kind of amusing to have
they
a
were the
small platoon of other dudes.
They were the horror fodder, though. The other guys that were supposed to succumb to
True.
various
Come on,
creatures.
let's go.
Why was he following us for, like, that smidge?
So are we supposed to run up and through the mansion, then?
No. Remember, there was a door that said, like, won't open unless in dire emergencies?
We need that.
Because we had read the log talking about how, like, it straight up would not open. Oh, right. I might as well reload over here. It would not open without a high-end scientist.
Right.
Let's see, did I? Oh, I did take some damage. We're passing it. I can leave these 3 herbs behind, even though they're like the last item.
Are you going to the safe room?
Yep. We could save. I think I actually will save.
I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a time limit at the moment. But
Yeah. See, this game had a lot of loading screens. It is not aged that well, but it's aged well enough. Like, you can definitely see, like, the hallmarks of age on this thing. But when it comes down to it, it still holds up. The ambiance is still flawless.
There we go. Special door. They have a lot of ammunition and stuff. That's for shotgun. Do you have it with you?
Yep.
Yeah, you do. Maybe we'll have to fight Wesker? Unless there's a super tyrant.
I'm running out of fuel. If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
We need to give a sign.
And nobody else has a functional radio?
What is that?
What?
What is that? That looks important. So you take the fuse unit. Yeah, we need it for the wall. Use the fuse unit.
3
What
minutes to detonation.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Chris!
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
What was a flare gun when you need it? Yeah, I was thinking of a flare gun. But maybe a... Oh, yep. There's the 3 minutes.
Or holds up, gameplay doesn't, from where I'm sitting. Yeah. If the gameplay is exploration, then the exploration still holds up. It's really just the shooting things that is just awful.
What is that? Signal rockets. Well, isn't that convenient? Can you use the signal rocket? Now?
I think we have to find a rocket launcher.
We can't go up those stairs.
Oh, guess not.
You're wasting some time.
Good thing we saved, I guess.
But it's not... Oh wait, no, it is
Jill!
them. Thank goodness.
You made it!
Whoa!
Wow.
Nope. It's the Tyrant again. Help him! Ow!
Wow.
Whoa. How's your health doing? Oh,
Poorly,
yeah.
presumably. What?
Not necessary to use right now. You're cautioned.
Oh.
You have to open it first. Her mix was inside? Really? Just imagine her prying this box open to try to
That's
get the
what's
contents.
been in these this entire time. I thought
You
they were
never
like
opened
full
them up.
heals. No, they're
First
just
aid spray.
boxes of shit. Oh.
Okay, use one of those. Okay, keep firing at the thing. You don't even know where it is. There we go. Ah! Oh, man. Are you okay? No.
I'm
Oh,
very
you need to use something big.
Not okay.
Die?
Jill, use it! Kill it, whatever it is!
Okay, no, Barry's still alive. Now!
That animation.
Sploosh.
But
Alpha Team's finest.
I'm a member of Steers.
I like it how they had different color-coded vests. Green, red, and blue. The whole place just blows. Yeah, it'll blow up. Wow. There it goes. Oh.
So the interesting thing is, if you're playing as Chris, there's actually a woman called Rebecca that you'd be interacting with instead of Barry.
Interesting. Is she another member of Stars or something?
Yeah, she was the only surviving member of Bravo team, but if you play as Jill, she just doesn't exist.
Does she? Is there the potential that she gets killed somewhere along the
Oh,
way?
that was her. That's her again. Yeah.
Yeah, she has short hair here.
Yep. Interesting thing is the director of the Resident Evil series does not like her in the slightest. That she is like too submissive in some other things and doesn't really fit the universe. But apparently she's super popular in Japan, so yeah, she's the protagonist of Resident Evil 0. And also the Umbrella Chronicles light gun shooter, obviously.
Like it's going through a number of the cutscenes.
Wait, that was somebody pushing you out of the way of the shark.
I mean, maybe that was in
Yeah,
Chris's version.
yeah, but there's like a version where the big shark goes to chomp and it eats somebody else instead, I guess.
So the thing is, in Resident Evil 2, you had a lot of scenes that were like that. They were at different points and similar things occurred with the characters, but they were, as I said, in different events and circumstances. So they could have had it that... I noticed that it's a lot of Chris trying to reassure or help Rebecca.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if
Jill,
Chris...
you did a fine job.
If Chris's story actually would have been more interesting, because it seemed like you just ran into Barry and Barry would go, "We have to split up. Keep investigating."
I think you even got to play as Rebecca for a bit in the Chris version, so yeah.
It just seemed like that they were working together. Oh, you got a closet key.
Well, one way or another, it was a fun experience. I'm glad we got to play it, and going full completionist was actually quite enjoyable.
I'm glad that we were able to use the kerosene to its fullest extent to get rid of as many zombies as possible.
Yeah.
And
So we straight up could have burned almost every zombie in the game. I think we would have come up short by like 2 or 3.
Well, and definitely not the ones out in the graveyards and stuff. We didn't need to.
No.
To do
no, there were
those.
definitely... Okay, maybe like 4 or 5, but definitely the ones that are like locked away.
In rooms that we constantly have to frequent.
Yeah.
And hallways. Yeah, let's look at the gallery.
Okay, sure.
Wait, is everything locked?
It's all locked.
Is it because we didn't play?
Wow. That's super shitty. But you want a movie? Oh.
It's only from Chris's perspective.
No. I wonder.
Huh?
I bet it's because we were using the alternate costume for Jill.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because that last cutscene was the only one where you actually like reverted back to the old skin.
I mean, you're right.
Unless there's like 12 endings.
Because they just only have, they only have the opening and the ending.
Weird.
Unless.
All right.
Then again, as I said, all of our cutscenes with Barry was just Barry saying, this place is suspicious. We need to investigate.
Yeah, most of the movies...
Whereas it looks like Chris, they were talking. He was consoling her. She was... I don't know. It seemed like more was going on in Chris's story.
Oh. Somebody's saying if we like this kind of game, Sudeki is good. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah. So I think it's fun. I think I really do enjoy having a combination of combat and puzzles. And I mean, you know me, I love puzzle games. And there's some lore interspersed. I would have liked it if there was a bit more to explain what was really going on around here.
Yeah, so reading the wiki was... There's so much. There's so much.
It's almost like those attempts to correct movie plot holes by having the novelizations fill tons of stuff in. And you go, why didn't you just have that in the movie?
Well, I mean, obviously, budgetary issues. They could have crammed it into the GameCube version, probably.
Oh, yeah, they could have had more. There are so many desks with notebooks and bookshelves with...
Yeah.
They could have just easily programmed one of those to have a new file.
From what I've seen of the 2 remake, I'd actually love to see them give the entire series that treatment. 0, 1, 3, and then 4 to a lesser degree. 4, I think, is close gameplay-wise. The main issue is just it doesn't look good anymore. I don't know about 5 and 6. Like, I was reading kind of synopses of 5 and 6, and it sounds like 5 is at least somewhat relevant.
5 probably doesn't need to be remade.
And then 6 is just silly. So,
I don't even know about what happened in 6. Was that the one where they're on the ship?
No, that's 5. 6 is the one where you play as, like, all of the different Resident Evil characters, like, protagonists, working together to do stuff. But it was, like, more kind of bro shooter, but also, like, about Wesker's son?
What?
Yeah, look, I don't know. I only vaguely remember parts of it. Because I played it years ago, and I was just like, man, I should probably play some of the other Resident Evil games. And somebody said to me, no, you don't. This game's bad.
Hey, don't click anything yet. What are our final thoughts on Resident Evil?
It's time to go play Resident Evil 2.
I suppose that works.